Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM, coming back to you on this Friday. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. We made it. Another week in the books, another step closer to being uh, a Zebekian millionaire. All right, this is not um, financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. So, uh, um, be patient. Don't try to pick your boy out about not being a millionaire because it'll take time, guys. So I can't control when we'll become Zebekian millionaires or when we'll take off. But we know, like you know, like I know, it's only a matter of time. Uh, Silver Day, what up? BTM Crypto News Network, what's up? Let's go. Happy Friday. XRP Army. Every time you say that, I want to make XRP videos, but never have the time. But I'm gonna get back into the XRP videos. What was it? Didn't XRP? I was gonna do a video last night actually. XRP had a ETF released today. I think I'll probably do one later this evening when we can figure that out and make sense of it. Smash the like, subscribe. What up, Silver Day? Zebec. What up, Tony T? Trial by fire. What up with you, fam? Zebec's ripping y'all. Definitely. Tony T, what up? Entertainment purposes, that will change your life. You already know. I would say something, but I'm not going to say something, but I'll go ahead and throw it out there. It's Friday. What the heck? Life changing money. You guys try not to get yourself killed before you're or unalived. Excuse me. Try not to get unalived before your generational wealth comes in. We're having a lot of entertainment when we're a millionaire. We'll be having a lot. Definitely, Tony T. What up, Bryant? So let's get to it. Let's turn the spotlight on and see what we can see. So this is Caleb and Brown. Shout out to Caleb and Brown for sponsors. All you guys are signing up with Caleb and Brown. I do get a small percentage of that. So I thank you. Just trying to keep the lights on BTM Crypto News Network. Just trying to keep it going. So thanks you and thanks for your support as always. Thank you for like, sharing, and subscribing and keeping the BTM Crypto News Network going forward. But back to our sponsor, Caleb and Brown, 24/7 human expert. If you got questions, if you got concerns, if you got problems, if you're wigging out, there's somebody to talk to, so you don't have to get crazy. This isn't Robin Hood. Nobody's gonna leave you hanging. If you got a question or concern, they will help you address it just to make sure you have everything you need and great one-on-one support. Right? They give you a broker, and the brokers kind of start you at the level you're at and will keep you up to date on changes and regulations and things you need to do. So shout out to Caleb and Brown. Actually, we don't have the crypto. Let's check the crypto bubbles real quick. So in the crypto bubbles, Mudan is up 24.8. XCM is up 9.5. Qubit is up 12.8. Every time I see this, I think about Trade Ogre and them stealing my cubic. So I don't know what to say or if I'm ever going to get the cubic back so I can cash it out and buy more Zebec. I don't know what happened, but I got a mess load of cubic early. So I don't know what's going on with these guys. I don't know if these guys ran off with our cubic or if they didn't have it to begin with or if they sold us some wolf tickets. I don't know, but I definitely don't trust Trade Over, and you should not as well. but maybe we can start a class action lawsuit or something and figure out what happened with our cubic or the rest of my crypto that's on Trade Ogre. It wasn't a lot, but that little small amount could probably turn into a lot by now because cubic has been running. I bought it when it was cheap, real cheap. So I don't know what happened with Trade Ogre and what they're doing with my cubic, but that's here nor there. I guess I'll talk to the lawyer about it, see if it's worth suing. Let me know. Send me a message. You guys want to get in, right? If I sue them, I'll let you know. We can have a class action lawsuit if we can find them. I'm not even sure we can find those guys. Eero is 5.7 up. Looks like a green day in the market. Everything's up. Bonk's up 5.5. Arbitron is up 4.2. Brett's up 4.4. Peanut the squirrel is up 9.8. Whiff is up 5.6. Turbo is up 4.5. XRP is up 2.3 with the mentions of the ETF. I don't know if the ETF is started or not. We'll check that. Maybe we'll have a video later. Turbo's up 5.3. Shout out to the Turbo Toe community. Turbo Toe turn up. Let's go. Ethereum is up 4.8. That's definitely something. I picked up a lot of Ethereum when it dipped back down. So it came down for us to pick it up. It is up 6.9 on the week. Renders up 1.7. Deutsche Dodge is up 7.9. Swarms is up 23.8. Mog is up 11.8. Pepe is up 8%. Ondo's up 3.3. Modernize up 6.3. XPX 6900 is up 4.7. Radium is up 4.9. Caspa is up. That's weird. 2.5, 7.4 up on the week, back at 8 cents. Snake is up 7 or 5.7. Flunky's up 5.2. Algorand is up 2.4. AI Tech is up 2.4. Toshi is up 4.4. Bear is up 6.4. Estrada is up 2.2. Assembly AI ASM is up 4.5. AI OZ is up 6.2. You ever notice how many cryptos start with an A? It's kind of weird, actually. Alchemy Pay is up 2.5. Moderna is up 6.4. I think we talked about that. Hex is up 3.4. Litecoin's up 1.7. Mr. Miggles is up 2.2. Putty Penguin's up 7.3. Solana's up 6.1. Come on, Solana. And there's some talk that the Solana tokens, like Zebec, the token we know and love, is help pushing the Solana up and might push Solana all the way. Ingest is up 1.4. Stronghold is down 11.3. Virtuals is down 4.8. Gala is down 2.9. SHIB is down 4%. ZBCN is up 4.4. The 0045, the crypto we know and love, the payment processor of the future, the payroll solution of the crypto network, the savior to Solana. Okay, that might be a little far, but the main token that will bring Solana all the way up is the ZBCN, the Zebec Network, the streaming payroll platform. Let's go. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you know where it's at, and if you are rolling with Zebec, or if you are a Zebekian, or if you're waiting to become a Zebec millionaire. Go ahead and put a fire emoji in the chat. Uh, Week, we're up 12.7%. For the month, we're down 8.8. For the year, we're up 307. And for the hour, we're up 0.8. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. There he is. What up, Silver Days? Put a fire emoji in the chat if you know where it's at. So on the crypto coin market cap trial by fire. I see you, bro. I see you, fam. Um, they had to wise the markets up today. They went to the actual crypto. So for fear and greed index, we're at a neutral. Okay. Altcoin season at a 65. It's getting kind of warm in here. It's getting kind of feverish. It's getting ready to make that move, guys. Average crypto RSI is 56.94 from oversold, getting into the overbought territory. And I want to see why the market is up today. Crypto market rose 1.49 over the last 24 hours, driven by institutional optimism and altcoin momentum. ETF catalyst. SEC proposed generic crypto ETF rules fuel altcoin speculation. Institutional accumulation. Bitcoin ETF inflows hits 741 million, highest in 2 months. Technical breakout. Market cap clears 4 trillion. Resistance RSI signals strong bullish momentum. Altcoin rotation. Altcoin season index surged 94% monthly. Capital shifts from Bitcoin. And this is what we have been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. Institutional ETF momentum bullish impact. The SEC is considering streamlining ETF listing standards, potentially accelerating approvals for Solana, XRP, and others. Galaxy Digital CEO Mike somebody called ETF inflows and Fed policy shifts as key bullish drivers in a CNBC interview. Oh wow. So it's only 2 people in the chat that are very bullish on Zebec. That's weird. I thought this was the Zebecaires, the Zebec millionaires. I thought this was the Zebec army. That's weird. But I guess only 2 of you guys are really into Zebec. No worries there. We're gonna keep it moving. Can't stop, won't stop. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Um, where were we? ETFs flows and Fed policy shift as key bullish drivers. A CNBC interview. What the traders are pricing in regulatory tailwinds with Ethereum and Bitcoin pairs showing strength as ETF eligibility expands beyond Bitcoin. Let's keep it pushing back over to Twitter or X. And don't forget to sign up for the BTM Crypto News Network. On the Crypto News Network, if we ever get back up, let's see here. So let's see what we can see. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you know where it is at. Let's get some participation going in the chat here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. Big announcement. So this is still up for Tuesday, 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Zebec as sure, actually, and Turnkey. The AMA that'll change everything. And then this is Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Shout out to Creative Control. 15 knows you can't handle. So let me see
Like,
on this back.
15th no you can handle, but 500 no is hard. And when I was
back
like
trying to get the sound. Let me crank the sound up just a tad bit. Oh wow, we're all the way. No wonder so low. Okay, let's see what he has to say here. This is the founder and CEO of Zebec.
Like, 15th no you can handle, but 500 no is hard. And when I was raising money for 1,500 people, I got no from 1,480 people in a span of like 36 months.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah, but I still didn't care because I knew that I would be able to do something. And I raised $2 million, built company, built software. Thousands and millions of people were able to interact with the software. All those things, right? It's just satisfying. I think to be able to not think about failure, that's how I would relate failure, right? It's like once you are in this, right, you cannot go back. Once you are in this game, then it is like you cannot get out, like, no matter what. So that's what I did, like 1,500 calls, and being able to tell a good story was a big thing for me. Like, 15th no you can handle, but 500 no is hard. And
Shout out to Creative Control and the video from the CEO of Zebec and keeping it pushing. This is quick update from Cybos. We're proud to be exhibiting at the Cybos in Frankfurt with our partners. Stay tuned as major announcements with leading Cybos partners are coming soon. So there is a lot of momentum coming. Now, the countdown is on to Cybos 2025. From September 29th, join the global financial community in Frankfurt for 4 dynamic days of innovation and collaboration. Let's drive the industry progress together. Shout out to Zebec. You guys can go ahead and send that ticket whenever you're ready. Just let me know. Let me know which airport to be at, and we will be in the wind on the way to Cybos. Let's go. We're gonna with some sound here, but I guess not. But I guess this is still a lot of good information without the music or sound or whatever is going on. There's really no sound on this? That's weird. This is actually a pretty good video. A lot of information here, even with no sound. So I can't be mad at that. But I like that, whatever this geometric cube shape thing. I think that was pretty cool. Keeping it pushing. Um, that was from the video. Let me see here. Zebec market update. Price is currently 0043 plus minus 3%, 24 hours. Market cap 390, getting close back to that 400 mil won market cap. Circling supply 90.9 billion. Currently 39% below all-time high with a 007. Resistance seen near the 0045. Medium-term forecasts warning a possible pullback towards the 0032 or the 0034 if resistance holds. Support around the 0039 and the 0040 is key. Holding that base could lead to a bounce. Watch zones breakout above the 0045 for upside. Slip below the 0035 for the downside risk. You'll be eyeing the base or waiting for the breakout confirmation. We do have the chart up. Currently, this is showing the market cap. Why does this always bring up market cap? Bot. Bot with TraderView. So currently we're at the 0044. This is the 006 we've been waiting on. And looks like we're holding on the 4 hour over to the 5 minute. Looks like on the 5 minute. Hey, looks like we're up and down. Looks like it came down for us to pick it up from the 002 up to the 00. Wait, the 0042. Sorry. I know a lot of you guys are listening and not watching. So I got to make sure I get the numbers right. Came down, looks like to the 0042 and came up to the 0044 on the 5 minute chart. RSI is 57.7. RSI base moving average is 61. And on the Mac, I don't know why the Mac always gets out of focus like this. On the Mac, looks like we're losing volume, had a MACD cross, and the volume started decreasing. On the 15-minute chart, looks like we're gaining volume. RSI is 59.9. RSI base moving average is 60.8. 45-minute chart is showing a full-on upward pump here, guys. Look at this. Looks like on the 4 hour, we've been doing pretty good today. RSI base moving average is 80 or 48.1. RSI is 56.7. We're building volume on the 45-minute chart. Over to the 2 hour chart. Looks like we had two green candles and a pullback. And let me know what you guys think. You think we're going to keep pushing up over the weekend? You think we're going to push past the 0047 to the 005 over the weekend? If so, put a ring, maybe. I don't know. Put something in the chat. Pick your pick today, right? Just what you guys want. Whatever you want, throw it in the chat. Throw some emoji in the chat. Looks like we're losing volume on the 2 hour. RSI is 55.2. And RSI base moving average is 57.2. Looks we're getting back into the overbought segments. Let me see. There, we're trying to bring that down. And on the 4 hour, 0044. Looks like RSI is 56.9. RSI base moving average is 57.4. And we're building volume on the 4 hour. So let me know. Let me see. Only this open will close out the bubbles. So here, 0044 up 4.7. Okay, 4.7 on the day. We're actually at the 400 million. We're back, baby. 400 million, 0.6 million, 400.6 mil won. Market cap up 4.7%. 24-hour trading volume up 27.3% to 17.04. 24-hour trading volume looks like we are back in business. This is trial by fire. Hope to push up, but realistically, it'll stall on the weekend, over the weekend. Possibly, sir. Possibly. Shout out to Silver Days for the fire emojis. Actually, those are rockets. Johnny B, what's going on? Zebec $1.21, bro. I hope. I wish. That would be crazy. That would be ludicrous. Let me know what you guys think. What is your price prediction for 2025? Put in the chat. Let me see. That's what we don't have open. We don't have the holder numbers. Let me pull it up real quick. Gains momentum token buzz. What is this? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Oops, it's the wrong one. Shit. That was the wrong one. There we go. And we'll check out the holder scan just for grins. Where is it? Where is it? There. So currently we're at 82,377. I need to start working on that 82,377. I need to start working on my 83 83K holder wallet address number because it's coming quick, fast, in a hurry. 4 hours, we added 12 wallet holders. 12 hours added 5. Day, we added 56. 3 days, 169. Week, 7 days, 245. Wait, 14 days, 18. And for the month, we're up 1,903. These guys should go ahead and unlock the 1 hour in the 90 days just for grants. I'm not sure what the premium package is just to get 1 hour in 90 days. I'm not 100% sure. That would be worth looking at. That is on holders. This is solo scan. It says 82,382. This is 83,377. Okay, so got those out the way. Let's go back over to Twitter. I think there was a few announcements here. So this is these crypto are ready for liftoff. Only one will lead the pack this bull run. Who gets your vote? So AVAC, DAG, SUI, Algo, Link, Ethereum, HBAR, Ondo, Cardano, and Solana. I have to go with Solana on this one because Zebec is not on here. Solana's the closest thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Come over, check it out, make a comment. I hope Zebec moves like XRP. I hope so too. New wave. I would say the next few weeks are going to be big. So this is Zebec's price looks posed to confirm a breakout from a descending wedge move that could bring over 44% upside. Shut the front door. Shut the front of 44%. I wish. First, Zebec recently announced a partnership with crypto wallet infrastructure provider Turnkey to integrate embedded wallet APIs into major payroll systems, development that could lower the barrier to crypto payroll adoption. And if they do have an API that these guys could use, the sky's the limit, ladies and gentlemen. The API works. We are literally in like Flynn, right? In there like swimwear. I don't know what you guys think, but I think this is major. Alongside this, the project has teased an upcoming venture with Assure Software, a cloud-based capital management company based in Austin. Oh, they're in Austin. So yeah, Assure, you want to send your boy a hat, t-shirt, cup right up here in Dallas, so won't you have to pay much for shipping. But either way, holla at your boy. A confirmed breakout above this resistance would signal a shift in momentum, particularly as supporting indicators have begun turn bullish. The Elrune indicator currently reads 85.7%, while the Elrune down stands at 28.5. Combination typically interpreted by traders as a buy signal, indicating strengthening uptrend. Let's go. ZBIX price is down 26% from its highest point in August. I thought the highest point was in July. I don't know. over 5 billion, 5 billion with a B, Zebec staked have been staked within the ecosystem. ZBCN appears likely to break out from a falling wedge as technical remains bullish. So that means the sky is the limit, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Top RWA projects by market capitalization. Here are the top RWA projects by their market cap. RWA tokens continue to shake up the market with Ondo, Mark something, and RSR leading the pack. Which RWA project are you bullish on? Drop it in your thoughts. And why is Zebec? Okay, I'm about to say, why is Zebec not here, bro? So Ondo, 10.8 billion, up 0.13 maker, whatever this is, 1.35 billion. Wait, 1.53 billion, down 12%. RSR 797.9 million, down 18.3. VS 708.4 million, down 20%. Good golly, Miss Molly. Plume 1.17 billion, up 16%. I'm going to see what the freak is Plume anyway. Let me get my trusty. I used to have a notepad, but I can't keep up with the notepad. So I just got a little piece of paper, just slide under my keyboard and make some quick notes. Keep an eye on Plume. ZBCN 442.3 million, down 9.3%. CTC 372.9, down 17%. White Rock 419.8 million, down 34%. Velo 358.8 million, down 16%. And OM 361.8 million, down 23%. So yeah, that and Ondo. Keep an eye on Ondo, and see who has the next smallest. Percent down would be Plume, Ondo, and then ZBCN, the Zebec Network, the ZBCN company, the project. Let's go. Oh man. What is this? It is best to be a ZBCN investor than a ZBCN trader, in my opinion. Who the heck's trading ZBCN? Yes, sir, you're right, Frederico. No, I'd be trading ZBCN, but yes, at this point, it'd be best to invest, wait, and hold, right? Hold and wait. However you want to say it, it's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. And I'm still trying to figure out who's trading Zebec. I don't know that you're gonna make a lot of money trading it. I'm just saying. So shout out to my main man, Blue Crypto. Apologize to those who've been missing my post. Yes, I still hold Zebec. Will always be the biggest bag. Work and life has been kicking my butt recently. Family members in hospice, other family members not doing well, as well as wife needing surgery, have made it difficult to pay as much attention to crypto as I have been. I'm still here, still watching, still stacking. However, the majority of my attention and mind space is IRL with family. So shout out to Blue Collar Crypto. Thought and prayers are with you, my guy. Continue to hang in there. Now we'll be here holding it down. So when you get back, holler at your boy. Let us know if you need anything. Reach out to the community. Zebec Network, ZBCN, has firmly positioned itself as at the intersection of real-time finance and decentralized infrastructure. It's our core case on-chain payroll, crypto sending, and governance are designed to bridge Web3 with traditional finance. NBA, NHL, Zebec is teasing a partnership with the NBA, NHL possibly for courtside advertising, promotions, or broader visibility. However, there is no fully confirmed public announcement yet that clarifies the nature, sponsorship, integrations, payments of the NBA NHL deal. Wait for it, it's coming soon. Also, there is the Super App. Zebec speaking out about launching the Super App and a unified Web3 fintech suite that consolidates payroll, streaming, card services, stablecoin, crypto swapping, and fiat off on ramps, including via partners like Uphold. So, shout out to this NBA announcement we've been waiting for. I'm pretty sure when it comes, it's going to be big. And the super app that's in the process as well. The eSIM Zebec Net launch planning. Zebec is partnering with World Mobile. Shout out to World Mobile, bro. I think that was like one of the biggest partnerships I've been watching and investing. It's not financial advice, but definitely being keeping up with World Mobile, real time financial transactions, payroll plus card users is expected to cover 70 countries. Mickey, regulatory compliance. ZBIC has submitted its white papers for EU's MICA regulation and nearly completion of the SOX 2 audit. These steps are crucial for institutional trust and regulatory clarity. So shout out to Alpha Lion for that summary. That was seriously a lot. But wait, did we start over? Oh, okay, okay. Put this back on. I'm about to say, why does this keep jumping around? But yes, let me see. I'm gonna do I got 5 on it. Payroll. Let's see, how long is this? Okay. It's pretty cool partners actually for ZBIC. We have Axe companies can stream pay when they need to grab something. I see how these services could be utilized and how it would help assist the ZBIC network, instant streaming, payroll, accessibility. So there was a video I was looking at earlier. I wanted to run by you guys. I guess it's this guy. Yes.
Dives into the project shaping the future of, but Zebec is making way with your consolidating after a monster run to $124K. Support is holding strong in the $110K to $112K range, which means buyers are stepping in on dips. If we can break above $118K to $120K, another breakout leg is likely. Ethereum is sitting just over $4,200, and that's big because ETH momentum typically marks the start of altcoin season. And folks, we are seeing the rotation already. The altcoin season index has us at 61 out of 100. That means capital is beginning to flow out of Bitcoin dominance and into alts. When that happens, projects with real fundamentals, not just meme hype, can see explosive upside. Yes, meme coins are pumping left and right, but history shows us they burn out fast. The long-term winners are utility coins, and Zebec sits in that sweet spot. It's not just a speculative gamble. It's solving real problems in payments, payroll, and financial infrastructure. So the stage is set. Altcoin season is on the horizon. Bitcoin dominance is slipping. ETH is revving up, and Zebec is positioned right at the crossroads of it all. Zebec has been performing well lately with its market cap steadily rising. Now it's not yet where we want to see it, but it's showing consistent growth. Right now, Zebec sits around the $300, $350 million market cap range. Compare that to XRP, which at its peak has reached over $150, $200 billion in market cap, and you immediately see the gap. That's why calling Zebec the next XRP is a bit of a stretch, at least for now. XRP has history, credibility, and brand recognition. It's been one of the big three, along with Bitcoin and Ethereum, for over a decade. Zebec, by comparison, is still young and working to prove itself. But here's the interesting part. XRP also started in a similar position. Back in 2017, XRP was trading for mere pennies before surging to all-time highs. And despite setbacks like the long-running SEC lawsuit, XRP still commands massive investor attention. Zebec doesn't have those legal hurdles, meaning its path to growth could be smoother. Now let's talk market conditions. We're currently around 61 out of 100 on the altcoin season index. That means Bitcoin dominance is low, and altcoins are starting to catch some serious momentum. This matters because historically, altcoin season is where projects with strong fundamentals and unique niches tend to pump the hardest. Zebec sits in a niche market with no direct competition. Its focus on real-time payroll streaming, stablecoin adoption, and financial infrastructure makes it very different from the typical meme coin hype we often see. So while meme coins without utility can still skyrocket in alt seasons, Zebec has something they don't: long-term staying power. This gives it a shot at not only pumping during the cycle, but also sustaining growth over multiple cycles. Exactly the kind of trajectory XRP followed. Looking ahead, there are some potentially game-changing partnerships on the horizon for Zebec. The big rumors: deals with the NHL and NBA. Imagine stadium sponsorships or even real-time crypto payroll for professional athletes. That's not just hype, that's mainstream exposure. The more people that know about Zebec, the more likely investors and institutions are to get involved. Marketing partnerships like this can be massive catalysts, and if they materialize in the fall, it could put Zebec in front of millions of eyeballs who may have never heard of $ZBCN before. And then we've got the exchange listings. Zebec on Coinbase or Binance would be a major turning point. These are the two biggest retail gateways into crypto. Every time a promising coin lands on those platforms, we see a surge in demand. Combine that with the right market timing: low Bitcoin dominance, strong Ethereum movement, and altcoin season in full swing, and you've got the ingredients for a parabolic run. So where could Zebec realistically go? Let's break it down. Current market cap, $350 million. Short-term goal, $1 billion market cap, which would put ZBCN around 1 cent. Midterm potential: if momentum builds, we could see 10 to 40 cents in the next cycle. Long-term moonshot: with the right catalyst, some even speculate $5.08 in the future. Now, I want to be clear, these are speculative scenarios. Timing, adoption, and credibility all matter. But here's the thing: projects with less utility have pumped harder on less news. Zebec is building real infrastructure. That gives these targets a foundation beyond just hype. One thing Zebec has really nailed is credibility through compliance. They've already secured SOC2 compliance, and they're aligning with frameworks like MyCA and ISO standards. Why does this matter? Because institutional investors don't want to risk getting involved with a project that could later be labeled a security or fail compliance checks. By checking those boxes early, Zebec positions itself as a safe, trustworthy option for enterprises and regulators alike. And let's put one thing to bed: the old Zebec is a rug narrative. That's dead. With compliance certifications, partnerships, and transparent development, Zebec is proving itself as a serious player. Now, as someone who's been watching this project closely, here's my take. I've seen countless meme coins with zero utility skyrocket just from exchange listings. Zebec, on the other hand, has real-world use cases, big partnerships in play, and a growing community. Yes, comparing Zebec to XRP today is premature. XRP has years of credibility and a massive network effect. But if you zoom out and look at how XRP started, then look at where Zebec is right now. The comparison starts to make sense. And here's the kicker: Zebec doesn't have the same hurdles XRP faced, like the SEC lawsuit. That means it has the chance to move faster and scale cleaner. For me, Zebec is undervalued. A sub-dollar $350 million market cap for a project aiming to reshape payroll, payments, and even global finance. That's a no-brainer compared to some of the hype-driven projects we see commanding billions. Bottom line: Zebec isn't XRP yet, but it might just be on a similar path. And with fewer hurdles in its way, its growth could come faster than people expect. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Zebec?
So it was a pretty good video, and as he mentioned, Zebec is Zebec is criminally undervalued. I don't even understand how there are meme coin projects in the billions, and Zebec is not even at a half a million. Zebec has a utility, actually does something, is not a meme coin, is not a token, is not a picture, is not something that is changing colors or fighting other meme coins. This is an actual utility that will revolutionize payroll. There is no way this should be less than 2 to 3 billion already, but that's here nor there. I just wanted you guys to get that information, and we'll have to cut it short today. I'm looking for this other video I was listening to earlier. I think it is this guy, but we're going to wrap it up by 4:15. I got to pick the kids up, but let me see. I think this is actually the video. Just want to see if I can find the part.
Take a look. It's a huge boost to any company that is operating with stablecoins like Zebec, of course, as we've built our payroll system on the USDC currency. Stablecoins are a 200 billion plus segment of the crypto industry, and they're growing incredibly fast. And that really shows the demand from the market for increased usage for stablecoins, as they are faster, quicker, cheaper than fiat alternatives. And it gives us, as a crypto operator, some sort of regulatory clarity that banks can now operate in the world of stablecoins and digital assets. And it's really helping build trust in the stablecoin ecosystem as well. So for Zebec, as a company that I mentioned, has built a lot of our infrastructure on the Circle infrastructure network as well as USDC. It's a great step forward.
I also have explained on this channel that Zebec are in close ties with Circle. Circle being an early backer since 2021, they hold a significant amount of ZBCN, and how Zebec are part of the Circle Alliance program. They have very close ties with Circle and USDC because their whole ecosystem evolves around USDC. Without them, they would struggle. They would make their lives a lot more harder. Take a look at this clip, how Simon again explains that Circle and Zebec are in a close relationship together and they are partnered with each other. So take a look.
Well, you need to remember that Zebec is the original provider of stablecoin payroll. So all of this great regulatory progress on stablecoins in the US is extremely bullish for us and what we're building. Circle is an early investor in Zebec and a longtime partner. As I mentioned in our last spaces, USDC is core to all of our products. It's core to our ecosystem. It's core to our payroll. And we're not going to be giving up on USDC. It is always going to be there. That being said, there are other stablecoins that are coming into the market now, which we are evaluating, potentially working with. In fact, the RLUSD, so the Ripple stablecoin, we've actually integrated it on our Silver card. And of course, we've been in talks with Ripple for the past few months on a product launch, which we're working on with them as well. And more will be revealed on that when we are ready.
The reason why this benefits Zebec, because Zebec's main focus is about stablecoin payroll. To be able to pay workers in real time by the second, their paycheck, instead of waiting every 1 week, 2 weeks, every month, they get paid in stablecoins by the second because it's a lot more fast, a lot more cheaper, a lot more efficient. And if you think about it, right, USDC is basically like a digital dollar. You don't realize how advanced.
So as he mentioned, right, if the USDC is like a digital dollar and it will be the main focus with crypto, right? It's already here. It's already adopted. If Zebec gets the rails built to do these streaming payrolls using the most trusted token of actual currency, or the closest thing to a fiat currency, the Zebec network is light years ahead of the game, right? Zebec has positioned themselves to not only update the financial services system, but not also to revolutionize the system, but to lead the transition from fiat over to the USDC and digital dollars, as he's saying. So I'm thinking with the digital dollar, if USDC is adopted as the digital dollar, as these guys are scared, like Putin's talking about, they're going to take all the crypto and dump it, all their debt and dump it into crypto. Well, geniuses, if they do take their debt and dump it into crypto, that means that all of this debt somebody just purchased will explode the crypto market, right? You can't just throw debt into crypto. Somebody has to buy the debt. And if they do buy the debt We're talking about trillions of dollars flowing through crypto, right? So just an FYI there. Sometimes you have to understand what people are saying and interpret it, right? Their guys are telling you what they're going to do, and people are still telling us, it's not going to work out. I made 6K about 2 months ago and cashed out. Shouldn't have. Definitely not. This is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes, but it seems like you could have reinvested some of that. What's the contract of ZBCN? You mean the actual contract address? It is here, sir. ZBCN. Always go to, that's a very interesting, good point. If you're looking to buy anything, always go to CoinMarketCap, find the actual token, verify, right? This is the right token. This is the right ticker symbol. This is the right price. This is the right market cap. And they always have the contract address. And another way you can verify is it has the Twitter page, the Discord, the GitHub, and the website. A lot of times the website, everything else will be right, but either the website or the Twitter page will be wrong. Make sure all these are right and just copy and paste this address. Make sure you get the right contract address. When I was new to crypto, I was constantly trying to be ahead of the game, catch stuff early, and end up getting the wrong contract address, end up getting caught in a rug pull and losing money. So make sure you get the contract address correct, right? Let me come back to this guy. This crypto star rail is going to get more deeper into a Zebec and Circle, I think, if this is the right video.
Blockchain technology is. So most of you are in the US watching this video. I'm from the UK. If I sent you $1,000 in USDC just from wallet to wallet, I don't need a bank to do that. I can send you $1,000 stablecoin like that in an instant with basically no fees in like 3 to 5 seconds. It's very quick. But if I sent you $1,000 or £1,000 into dollars and sent it across to the US through my bank, well, guess what? That's going to take 3 to 5 business days, maybe even slower than that. And it will take a fee, but I can send you a message, like messaging. I can send you a message in a second, but I can't do that with money. But the blockchain technology, I can send it you in a second. So that's the thing about USDC that people just don't realize, that it's basically like a digital dollar. It behaves like a dollar. It's pegged to the dollar. It has US backed treasuries. So, stable coins is going to be a big focus, and institutions and banks know that this technology is actually game-changing technology. That current financial messaging system, Swift, sending money cross-border payments, takes 3 to 5 days. All the banks have their own digital language. That's why they're moving on to the ISO 222 standard. Most banks and institutions have agreed on it, rolling out in November 2025. And Zebec are going to be ISO 222 compliant by the end of the year, which is very, very bullish. Simon has also said that if Circle wins, so does Zebec. The Genius Act relates to USDC because USDC is the most regulated stablecoin and it is US based. So the Genius Act kind of enables the green light for institutions and banks to make their own stablecoin, but it has to be backed by US treasuries. It has to be legit. You can't have things like Terra Luna being pegged to nothing. And Zebec being a US based company is bullish. US based cryptos are going to be the leaders of this bull run, especially the ones that.
So here it is from Crypto Star Rail's own mouth. The US based cryptos would be the ones that are regulated and the ones that are going to take over. And with him being in the UK, and as he mentioned, Zebec getting their ISO 20022 plus their Mickey certification, plus their SOX 2 certification, they're going to be ahead of the game, right? They're going to be way ahead of the game. And when you get to moving around millions and billions of dollars, like the previous person mentioned, nobody's going to trust you with billions and millions of dollars with a shaky company or a company that is not certified and hasn't went through regulation, right? I think there's a limit amount. You can't even transfer a certain amount of monies without SOX 2. I don't know what the amount is, but I know once you get in the millions, you cannot transact over a certain amount of millions daily if you're not SOX 2 compliant. I worked in financial services for over 5 years and development for over 15 years. And a lot of that was dealing with GL information or general ledger record and auditing. And I can tell you for a fact, if you're not certified, if you don't have this certs that limits your business, it's only so much you can do with an uncertified business, right? Like big companies and massive um, institutions will not work with you. If you ain't compliant, they're not even going to attempt to work with you because they know if something happens and you get sued, they don't get their money back. But if you're compliant and something happens and you get sued, they're going to get their money back, right? But I don't want to hold you guys too long. I think this is pretty good information. And I got to cut it a little short today. I might pop back on later. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. And as always, it's your main man BTM signing out. Let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. Miner. And I got to add the exit video. Sorry about that, guys. But again, Miner out.